Hi, so in this video we're going to look at getting started in 15mm sci-fi wargaming. The world of wargaming offers a rich tapestry of historical, fantasy and science fiction themes, allowing wargamers to immerse themselves in epic battles across various timelines and universes. Amongst the diverse scale options, 15mm sci-fi wargaming stands out as a unique blend of detail, affordability and ease of play. Now, if you're new to this captivating hobby, here's a pretty good guide to help you embark on 15mm sci-fi wargaming journey. So why 15mm? Well, it has a balance of detail and practicability. The 15mm scale strikes an excellent balance between intricate detail and practicality. Miniatures in this scale are small enough to fit large armies on a standard gaming table, yet detailed enough to provide an immersive experience. They're also a lot more cost effective compared to larger scales in, say, 28mm. 15mm miniatures are generally more affordable, allowing you to build and customize much larger armies without breaking the bank. Table space efficiency is that the smaller size miniature means you can create much larger battles on a modest sized table, making it ideal for those with limited time space. You have a variety and versatility. The 15mm scale offers a robust range of sci-fi vehicles, terrain pieces, and various others from a variety of manufacturers, providing a wide array of choices to fit your preferred aesthetic and lore. Now, the first step is to choose a rule set that appeals to you, and some of the more popular options include Tomorrow's Will, which is a flexible and realistic set of rules emphasizing modern combat tactics adaptable to various sci-fi setting. A well-known one called Grunts is a pretty good, simplistic, and has a lot of adaptability. It's also excellent for beginners and veterans alike, allowing players to create their own units and scenarios. Hordes of the Future is ideal for large-scale battles. This rule set focuses on massed infantry and vehicle combat, and it's perfect for epic sci-fi clashes. Star Grunt 3 is a pretty tactical game when it emphasises squad-based combat, has good detailed scenarios, and so suitable for players looking for a more granular approach to their sci-fi wargaming. Now, once you've picked a rule set, and we've only looked at a few of them, it's time to start building your army. And some tips to get you started is start small to begin with. Start with a small force to learn the rules and get a feel for the game. A balanced starting force could include a couple of infantry squads, some vehicles, and a command unit. Now, paint and customize your miniatures is a significant part of the hobby. So taking your time to choose what your color scheme that reflects your army's theme and lore. There are quite a lot of online resources and tutorials that can guide you through this process. The next step would be to expand your army gradually. As you become more comfortable with the rules and gameplay, gradually expand your army by adding more, say, specialized units, more heavy units, and some more unique characters to enhance your strategic options. 15mm, you have the joy of being able to mix and match. 15mm wargaming allows you to mix and match miniatures from a variety of different manufacturers. Now, this flexibility allows you to create a truly unique army that reflects your personal vision. Now, another good step is to create an immersive battlefield that enhances the wargaming experience. And setting up a good battlefield provides a more engaging game. modular terrain, a lot of modular terrain out there today, pre-built sort of buildings, hills, obstacles that allow you to reconfigure the battlefield for different scenarios. And don't forget the sci-fi elements that incorporate things like alien flora, futuristic structures, and spacecraft wreckage to give it sort of more thematic feel on the battlefield. There are also gaming mats out there which have printed sci-fi landscapes on them to provide a sort of visually appealing base for your terrain pieces. Don't forget you can also do DIY projects, scratch building terrain and buildings using household materials, foam board, plastic card and bits of old toys, and these can be transformed into some impressive sci-fi structures. Another good thing is to join a community. Wargaming is about community, it's about interaction, and there are lots of ways you can actually do this. One of the first steps would be to join local clubs. Join a local club or visit local hobby stores to meet other players and participate in events, and as well as playing games, meeting events, it's actually learning from those more experienced players. There are also online features like forums, Facebook groups that are dedicated to 15mm Sci-Fi Wargaming, and these tend to be a really good platform for sharing ideas and also getting advice on your progress and some of your painting as well, getting some advice and tips. Another good one is to attend conventions. These will introduce you to different manufacturers out there, but also give you some of the terrain tables and display games will give you some ideas as well to get sort of generating for you building your own tables and terrain pieces. And starting out in 15mm Sci-Fi Wargaming is quite an exciting experience. You've got that combination of creativity, strategy and community engagement with a good rule set that you feel comfortable with. Growing up an army and then building the terrain to go around it, and then making those connections with fellow gamers, it's actually a really enjoyment within this hobby. It lets you expand your imagination and enjoyment, and I like the fact that I can build big armies quite easily, quite quickly. I can field a lot more tanks, for instance, other vehicles than I can at 28mm. And then there are some really wide-ranging manufacturers out there, and so you get sort of at one end of the scale, there are miniatures that are not as detailed as say 28mm, and then there's another end of the scale where you're getting 15mm miniatures that are as detailed and as nice looking as the 28mm stuff. And the good thing about it is you're not restricted to one manufacturer at this scale. There are so many different rule sets out there these days that you can pick up a rule set that's pretty much miniature agnostic and then pick up any miniatures you like. I mean, I've been picking up a wide range of miniatures from different manufacturers to build out my 15mm army. I've picked up miniatures from like Vanguard, Alternative Armies, and Brigade. So just to get it so I've got an army that looks as unique as I can possibly get it. And that's been part of the journey, is actually building up this unique army. It's not a case of I go into a shop and I buy the same products that everyone else is buying off the shelf for sci-fi, and I've got a generic looking army that looks like everyone else's generic army within that faction. So I can build quite a unique army at 15mm because I'm not limited in where I can pick my miniatures up from, and that's what I like about it, as well as the fact that it's the practicality of where it's smaller, so it doesn't need as much space to store. I can put more on the battlefield, so I can have a much more combined arms approach to the game. And I think it's more creative in that fact, because I'm having to do a bit more research to look for miniatures that I want, and then build that army together into a coherent force to use on the tabletop. That's all for this video. So I'm going to say on the subject, this is 15mm is a good way to get into sci-fi wargaming. There isn't the typical way of entering into sci-fi wargaming, and it's a good one if you like to be more unique than your fellow players. You can have a bit more creativity in how you build and structure your army. Yeah, that's all for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.